cleaning out my office, I thought I'm going to try to make a journal from one of these hanging file folders. And this is what it turned into. So let's take a peek at this. So this is the journal that I made out of a hanging file folder, and it's certainly nothing new, but I wanted to make something with one of my newer kits called Luminary, and I thought the color of the green of the hanging file folder just matched perfectly with the greens that I have in this Luminary kit. So all the digitals that you see in here are from my Luminary kit, which I will link down below if you would like to check those out, and I will show you this journal. So I wanted to make it, you can see that the edges are each about an inch, and so it kind of folds open sort of like a lapbook would, which I absolutely love because I love me a good lapbook. So let me just take a minute and get that off. Okay, so when you open it up, now this was just one hanging file folder, and I made the whole thing by opening it up and creating some folds and some pockets and things like that. So when you open it up, there is on the left-hand side, I have this part is folded over, and I have two pockets kind of on the side here, and I have some little tabbed note cards that I have in there. You can sort of see the tabs, a little bit of cheesecloth on there that I liked, and they're of course all sewn. And then on this side I have just a little sort of like a belly band, but up at the top here, that holds this tag, and this tag was actually made from some Amazon packaging, so it's kind of feels padded, which is fun. And I like to leave my tabs with a little bit hanging out of the top there. And then on the right hand side, before you open this side, there's just this little sort of round tuck spot where I have a couple of just little note cards here that you could use to write on. So there is a tab here, and you can see this has a little fold out. So it's almost like a little, so this whole part flips out for the entire journal, but there's this little flap right here which has some additional ephemera and pockets and things in it. So I have a tag in here, and this is another one made from Amazon packaging. And then I also have a little tuck spot down here that has two more note cards on there that you can use for jotting down a note or making a list or something like that. So those are fun, and I like kind of having them sticking out a little bit there. And then when you do open up for the right side, I have two more just really small pockets, and you can see that this is sort of the inside of the file folder where you might put like your little tab markers, so that when it's hanging in its file folder, you can put a tab on it. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to make them into little pockets, and so I did. And then I have, this is a little folding note card, which I thought was fun. I just left these together when I cut them out of the kit, and so it makes a little booklet there. And then here is another tag with, I added some of the ephemera from the kit on top of there. All right, and then the center of the book, I'm not going to go through these yet. So these three are sort of my signatures in the middle here. But I wanted to kind of flip them over and just show you the back pocket. So in the very back of the journal, I have this small pocket down here that I kind of decorated with some of the ephemera, but I made these big tags. So kind of these tall, thin tags that I thought were so fun to be able to use to write on the back of. So, you could write a journal entry for the day. There's lots of writing room on there, and plus they have some beautiful fabrics up at the top that stick out the top, which I love too. So I really was happy with how these fun long tags turned out. All right, and then the signatures, there are 3 of them, and I used the background pages from the kit to do some of these, but I added in some stickers and different things just so there would be some additional decoration on these pages. So the insides are pretty plain. So you could do a lot with continuing to add to them for sure. You could even put some pockets and things on. I have an old vintage ledger page in here. I love to include these in almost anything I do just because the writing is so beautiful, and it really adds to the vintage look there. Here's another vintage page. This is another page from the kit itself. And then there's that another vintage ledger. And look at that gorgeous handwriting on there. I love it. So it's pretty naked. It's kind of a naked journal on the inside. I just wanted to kind of get some background pages and some additional journaling pages in here so that you could do anything you want with it. So I'm just going to kind of flip through these so you can see. There's another page, background page from the kit. And the kit, as you can see, is kind of a tall, thin type kit, which is why I wanted to do this journal the way that I did. I wanted it to include, you know, I wanted it to be tall and thin because those journals are so much fun. I like making them. And then this is the last signature here. This is another page from the book. I have a smaller ledger page there. This is another digital. And I love all the lanterns and candles and just things giving off light in this kit. Makes me think of warm, cozy days. And some coffee dyed papers, and there you have it. And the way that I did these signatures, you can actually take them out. So if you wanted to take one out and, you know, sew it together, take some out, add your own papers, you know, put pockets in them, put tuck spots on them, you can certainly do that because that's how I designed this to work. And then you could even, you know, as these got full, you could take it out and just put your own signature back in to, you know, keep going if you wanted to do that. So there are 3 little signatures in there, and you can see they are attached here by some elastics which hold everything together in there. And that is the whole thing. I just have a plain piece of one of the digitals on the back there, but I certainly love the way this one turned out. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in this journal, I will put a link below to where it will be on my Etsy shop, and you can check that out there if you would like to do that. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.